When I was writing this particular book, I was really interested in books by authors who were writing about really sad things, but with humour. I loved Jonathan Safran Foer's attempt at it, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I think he nailed it. I love one of your countrymen, Chris Cleave, Incendiary. I loved that book. So funny, so dark, so awful, but he nails it again, I think. And I love the spark in the voice that he creates. As a kid, I was always also really heavily influenced by people who did the same kinds of things. Like Roald Dahl is my absolute biggest influence. It's really quite profound, but so playful and so dark. Like he's cutting people's heads off, I don't know how I was allowed to read his stuff, but amazing. So they're the kinds of things that really get me happy and excited to write. Next is I'm doing a little bit more work on this book. It's starting to come out in translation, and that's really fun for me. I have no idea if they're translated well, because obviously I don't speak a lot of other languages. So, but that's really, really fun. I'm traveling around Europe a little bit. I won't be home in Perth for quite a few more months, and then I'll start writing the next one. I think I've started to do a little bit of writing around a possible next novel, and I'm just really enjoying that. The kind of enjoying the thought of how much time I'm going to have to write now. It's never been like that for me. The way I'd seen my life up until this point was it was a beautiful life. I worked at a bookshop. I taught a bit of writing and I wrote, and it was beautiful. I lived by the ocean. It was awesome. But now I think for a little while at least, I'll actually have bought myself some time to really focus on writing, which is, man, I didn't think that would happen. So it's really cool. The stuff I'm writing is really, really different. And so that is kind of terrifying, because obviously this is my first book. I've never had expectations about anything I've done ever. So to have expectations, to have a readership around a book and characters is a beautiful thing, but it's a really difficult thing, and something I'm working hard to understand how it's going to impact my future writing. And so I'm just trying to write from a really non-contrived place and just see what happens. But at the moment, it's really different, and I'm sure my publishers are probably freaking out about that. But we'll see what happens. I'm just going to give it a good hard crack, and hopefully it'll turn out.